So here is Mr. Navneet Sakera. So Mr. Navneet Sakera here did his bachelor's in computer science and engineering from IIT Roorkee. Then he did his MBA from Indian School of Business in Hyderabad in finance, strategy and leadership. He is currently serving as Inspector General in Lucknow Range. Among his many awards are the President Medal for Gallantry, which he was awarded in 2004, Chief Minister's Reward for Innovation in 2002, which is the UP State's highest medal for police. He also received President Medal for Meritorious Service in 2013. He has many hobbies. He speaks in many universities. And he's a good speaker that you will find out soon. And he spoke with us, with our students, even during the last year's foundation program. So he comes here every year. And he has other interests too. For example, he's also an active member of the Film Writers Association. And he's currently working on some film scripts and fictions too. So with this, with this, it's too long. I mean, let us thank Mr. Navneet Sakera again for his.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kasto. Thank you very much. And am I audible? Am I audible in the last bench? Back bench? Raise your hands. Am I audible? Yes, clearly? Yes, honestly? I love backbenchers. So, good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon, sir. Yes. Have energy, right? Abhi lunch karke aaye hain. So there shouldn't be any lack of energy. So the first thing I would like to say in this auditorium that heartfelt congratulations to all of you that you are here. And we must thank God and thank our parents, your parents, that you are here. You must be so thankful to the God for this. Never think that you are special, that's why you are here. Very soon you would realize that you are no more special. Trust me. Just it was a luck that you are here, or I was there at some point of time. Right? So before going, this class would be slightly a different class. The Professor Jain always invites the people here to teach you something, to make you be smarter people. But here in this 1.5 hour, 90 minutes, I would teach you something very different. Most of the people who would come here would give you the ideas how to get good grades, how to get good marks, blah, blah, right? Here I've come here to teach you something very different. How to fail in an exam smartly, right? It's very important. I will come to you. So let me revise. So all of you, most of you must have been in the Fiji, Allen classes, quota, etc., isn't it? Right. Now, let me test your vector knowledge. Right? Is that correct or not? Tell me. If the vector of success is going towards right side, the vector of failure must go in the left side. Is it right or wrong? Some people are saying wrong, some people are saying right. So raise your hands who are saying this figure is right. Raise your hands. Quite a few. And the guys and girls who are saying this figure is wrong, raise your hands. Many. Baap re baap. लगता है फिजी वालों ने ठीक से नहीं पढ़ाया तुम लोगों को. Right? So this is the thing that we study in our academic world, right? But in the real life, which is I'm going to tell you now, success is a part of series of failures. Trust me, success is a part of series of failures. So I've come here to make you prepared for failures. Because so far, you have been very successful. So far, you have been outstanding student, very hard-working student, and that's why you are here. But this is not life. So far, your world has been the books only books. If you work hard, you get good deliverables, good marks. It's very, it's very, what we call in physics, directly proportional. More hard work, more marks. As simple as that. But the real life is not gonna so simple, trust me. It's gonna very, very different from this. Very, very different from this. Coming here is very easy. Becoming successful is very difficult. Because that needs lots of failures. Lots of failures. Right? So, to begin with, the session, why we are here. Be honest. See, in this 90 minutes, if you are honest to yourself, trust me, you will learn more. In this class, there would be no need of pen and pencils or to note down something. There's no need, absolutely. Pack down your things in your bags, no problem. We are here for a dialogue. We are here for not for a monologue. We are here for a multi-log. We will talk in this session. In this session, if you're honest to yourself, please talk to me and be honest. Right? If you're honest, trust me, you will learn more. If you're honest, you will learn more. Right? We are not honest because our answers depends where are we sitting, to whom we are answering, what are the conditions, right? So be forgetful about all those things. Be honest to yourself for this 90 minutes. If you're honest, trust me, you're gonna learn lot many things in this, right? So one simple question, why did you work so hard in your life? Facebook था, Twitter था, Xbox भी है. Even then, you guys worked very hard. Be honest. फटाफट बोलो. Start with a girl. Girl, that side, white. Cold call करूंगा अगर आप खुद नहीं बोलोगे तो. हाँ जी बोलो. Be honest. Thinking so much, you have put in so much of hard work. Why did you put so much of hard work? Be honest.
To get the dream we have.
What dreams?
Like we have set a goal. Like we have set a goal to come in IIT. Like
That's a one dream. What after IIT? And why into IIT?
why into IIT for the BTech degree and to pick
Why
up,
degree?
because that's we want a certificate that we are qualified for this.
Certificate for what?
That we have learned something in that field and we can work in that.
So you have come here only for certificate of learning. Manish ji, एक certificate दे दीजिए इनको. That she has been here. बैठो बैठो. See, आप बोलो. See, speak out. मुझे पता है आप लोग अभी पढ़कर आए हैं, bookish knowledge आपको बहुत सारी है. This is the first step I'm preparing for the real world. Speak up. Speak up. You would commit mistake. I want you to commit mistake. It's very, very important to commit mistake and learn from them. So this side, yes, please. Be honest and be bold.
भाई मम्मी पापा और सबने मेरे को बोला था मेरे भाई मम्मी पापा और सबने मेरे को बोला था कि डिग्री बिग्री होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी बहुत तो होनी चाहिए, और लाइफ में क्या करना है वो कॉलेज में जाके समझ में आ जाएगा. उसमें कॉलेज में 4 साल या फिर आप एमटेक करते हो तो 2 साल या फिर कुछ भी करते हो तो आपको यही करना होता है कि लाइफ में मुझे क्या पसंद आएगा वो सोचना होता है, और बीटेक की डिग्री होनी चाहिए. और आईआईटी से तो बहुत बढ़िया है, ऐसा मेरे फैमिली में सबने बोला था. और क्योंकि आईआईटी से अगर आप आईआईटी में आते हो तो आपके पास बहुत सारे स्कोप्स होते हैं, और मतलब आईआईटी में आप अपने सारे टाइप के मतलब बहुत सारी फील्ड्स होती है, मतलब जैसे एक्टिंग है, मतलब बहुत स्पोर्ट्स है, तो इन सब में आप मतलब चेक कर सकते हो अपने आप.
कहीं भी जाने का
क्या
कहीं भी जा सकते हैं आईआईटी के बाद.
हाँ बिल्कुल,
दैट्स द पॉइंट.
तो ये सब करने के लिए सबसे अच्छा मौका आईआईटी में ही मिलता है, और बाकी सारी कॉलेजेस सिर्फ नाम की, मतलब बहुत सारे लोकल कॉलेज में ये सब नहीं होता.
एक लाइन में बताओ क्यों ये सब, क्यों
क्या क्यों मतलब
कहीं भी जाने का कुछ भी कर सकते हो, क्यों करोगे
लाइफ में कुछ, मतलब जो अपना प्रोफेशन जो मतलब
That's
कुछ
the
तो
same
करना
thing
पड़ेगा
I'm
ना.
digging out of you, man. Yeah, please. A boy with us. To be successful, be honest. In one line, say, to be successful. Simple. You are saying is right. You are saying is right. Absolutely right. I mean, we are all saying the same thing. Because we want to become successful. Right? Successful. Now, what is success? What is success? What is success for you? Yes. You. And after that, she would speak. Speak loudly. So, what is success for you?
If I work out for something very hard, real hard, and if I really achieve it, I call it I'm successful.
I mean,
That
in future, let's say down the line, 10 years from now, you would be a successful person. How would you be? 10 years down the line. What's your name?
Shrikar.
Shrikar. So how would Mr. Shrikar be after 10 years from now in 2027?
I cannot predict. I cannot predict.
See, how would you like to be? That's your dreams, your success story. Be honest. Say anything. Say, I want to become the Prime Minister of this country. What is the problem? What is the problem? Right? It could be anything. So the question was, how do you define your success? Right? Yeah.
For me, I would be successful if people are appreciative of the work I do.
Work I do. It's very as simple as that. If people appreciate my work, I feel I'm successful. Yes.
I think success is when our desires become what we deserve. So for me, that's success. Well, initially on the initial stage,
This is too philosophical. When our desires become what we deserve. I mean, what's your name? Tanmay. Clapping for Tanmay because I have to think about it. I mean, this is something really fantastic. This is I have learned from him. When our desires become what we deserve, and we would have to find some example for it, which unfortunately we won't find because what you said is very heavy. So I will take some time to digest it, and then I will come back to you again.
What we like and what
Success, yes. This girl. What's your name?
Rensi.
Rensi. Yeah, success.
For me, success is doing something that gives me satisfaction.
Satisfaction. She is looking for the satisfaction. This side. Nobody backbenchers. भैया मेरी जगह वहीं हुआ करती थी हमेशा. मेरा नाम मत खराब करो कुछ बोलो वहां से. Yes, the guy in the black. Yes, you. Say something. What is success for you? Haji.
Sir, actually, it is the same for me as in the sense that I want to be happy with what I'm doing. So finally, I should be happy when I die.
Hey
Whatever
Bhagwan.
I'm doing.
Hey Bhagwan. I've been asking you to be honest. अरे साफ
I'm being honest, sir.
Now listen to you. अभी तक किसी ने नहीं बोला मुझे ढेर सारा पैसा कमाना है. कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा. किसी ने नहीं बोला कि मुझे दुनिया घूमनी है. किसी ने बोला कि मुझे बिलियनर बनना है. अरे क्यों झूठ बोल रहे हो अपने आप से भाई? सबको चाहिए बढ़िया बढ़िया गाड़ी, सबको लंबोर्गिनी नहीं चाहिए, लंबोर्गिनी नहीं तो कम से कम ऑडी तो चाहिए नहीं चाहिए क्या?
सर यही
और क्यों नहीं चाहिए? टेल मी क्यों नहीं चाहिए? यू डिजर्व इट मैन. अगर तुम नहीं लोगे तो गधे आके ले लेंगे उसको. सो यू शुड हैव इट. वेयर इज द प्रॉब्लम? Why are you so shy about it, saying it? You deserve it. You're smart people. Where is the problem? There is absolutely no problem having an Audi. Where is the problem? There is no problem. Right? Problems are somewhere else. We will come to that later. So basically, if you come to IIT or you become the alumni of IIT, just becoming the alumni of IIT, do you understand? What does it mean? Oh, I'm trying to correct it. Oh God, सब निकल के जा रहा है आज. Hello? Yeah, thank you. So coming to the IIT means that already you are among the 0.5% of this country. Do you believe it? Already you are at 0.5% of this country. You are among the chosen 0.5% right now. After a few years, you might be among the 0.1% of this country, or maybe in the 0.1% in the world. Right? So you are damn lucky persons. You are damn lucky people. Remember this thing. But unfortunately, when I meet people, despite lying in the highest bracket, most of them are unhappy, they are sad, and they look sapless, energyless. And I fail to understand why it so happened. Tell me, should there be a reason to be unhappy despite being there? No, but people are. People are, because I interact with large number of people. They are not happy at all. Rarely I find a happy face when I go to the fourth year, or when I go to the, even in the pass out guys who finally go to the IIMs and who make it to the civil services. I'm searching for the happiness, but I don't get it there. And the reason for that is we always look here, look up. There's nothing bad in looking up. There's nothing bad about it. But sometimes looking back is also very important. So when you go up, when you rise the ladder, which you would for sure, but look back also. If you keep looking back and looking up simultaneously, it would create a better environment around you. It will make you happier. It will make you more productive. It will make you more productive, right? So after this, many of you would love to go to the UPSC, right? Most of you others would like to go to the corporate. Writing cat, right? So, and becoming a corporate guy, and after putting 5-7 years in corporate, your question to yourself would be, what next? The question that we discussed today. Incidentally, Mr. Manish and myself, we happened to spend 2 months together. We are meeting today for the first time, but in Roorkee, we were together for 2 months. It was year 89 में मेरे ख्याल से तुम्हें तो किसी का जन्म ही नहीं हुआ होगा. हम लोग तब के, मतलब हम लोग बुजुर्गों की श्रेणी में आ गए उस हिसाब से तो. Outdated archive like हैं हम लोग. So anyway, so basically, ultimately, all of you are here, all of us are here for success. Great success, stupendous success, you know. In Roorkee, there's a different word for success, which I heard for the first time there only. And that success was kick-ass success. किसी बंदे का एग्जाम अच्छा हुआ, किक-ass फोड़ दिया. किसी का ट्यूटोरियल अच्छा हुआ, किक-ass फोड़ दिया. मार्क्स अच्छा आ गया, किक-ass हो गया. And I use this word quite often, kick-ass हो गया, kick-ass हो गया. Until recently, when I again came to this word, what is this kick-ass? And then I realized, हिंदी में मैंने पढ़ा था संधि विच्छेद. Then I understood that every word has a meaning in English also. It has a sandhi viksheth, proper sandhi viksheth. Then I understood its real meaning. Trust me, kick-ass success won't come to you without many kicks on your other side. That's the fact of life. You would be humiliated. You would be mocked if you're doing something. And if you are not being humiliated, if you are not mocked, कोई मजाक नहीं उड़ा रहा आपका, जिंदगी ऐसे ही चल रही है, तो आप एक बात मान लो, चल ही रही है, कुछ हो नहीं रहा है उसमें. Are you getting a point? If you're not being mocked, then trust me, you're doing nothing substantial. If you do something substantial, you are bound to be humiliated, you're bound to be discriminated. It's the nature of life, it's the nature of human. Humiliation होगा ही होगा. अगर humiliation नहीं हो रहा है, that means you're not doing something worthwhile, something substantial. Trust me. That's the real life. So kick-ass has a meaning. So without passing through these phases, you cannot have success. The same vector which I showed you in the beginning. Without failures, without setbacks, you cannot go ahead. As simple as that. Have you heard Mossad? Can somebody tell me about the timings so that I complete my talk? Okay, fine. Have you heard about Mossad? Right, quite a many. Mossad people never select, I mean, it's an elite force of Israel. and they never select a successful person in their force. Can you believe it? If somebody is simply outstanding, who has never failed, who has done everything fabulous, A++, and Mossad people would simply kick this guy out. They would never pick a person who has been successful throughout in his life. Do you know the reason why? The simple reason is that because this man hasn't faced a failure in his life. If a failure comes, what would this guy? Cannot be predicted. We need people who have been through failures many times and risen again and again. We want that metal in those persons. That is why Mossad is one of the most successful agencies in the world. Perseverance, grit. Come what may, I would stand up again. Come what may, I would rise up again. I don't care. You fail me, I will pass. That should be the determination in you. Right? It's very, very important that it should be in you. Right now, you have come here, this is your picture basically. All of you can relate to this picture, right? From different places, 1 or 2 must be selected from the entire class back home. You are very happy because you were sitting at the top of the class there. Aren't you happy? Say it loudly. Aren't you happy? Yes, sir. Yes. 6 months down, it won't be there. Because now the structure pyramid would be like this. Right? The guy who has been sitting, or the girl who is sitting, or who is used to sit at the top, suddenly would come here at the bottom. And it's the truth. It's the truth. It has to happen and it will come in just 6 months. December ka wait karo. Right? And then what happens? Right? Sheer depression. मैं IT 4 के आया हूं और यहां पे 2 सप्ली लग गई. What do you call here? Supplementary? Back or supplementaries? No, the professors would tell me. What do you call here? The supplementaries or back? Back. In Roorkee, they used to call supplementaries. So you would fail also here. So what's the big deal? घर वालों को मुंह कैसे दिखाएंगे? Isn't it? ये प्रेशर मन में रहता है. दोस्त क्या कहेंगे? Forget about everything. Trust yourself. You are chosen ones. यहां के एक एग्जाम में फेल हुए हो, it's a part of your life. Because मैंने अभी तक, I have put in 21 years in professional life in the police services. I've visited n number of colleges here and there, met thousands of people, interact with thousands of boys and girls. I haven't found a single IITian like this. So not to worry. Not to worry. Fail हो गए तो हो गए. क्या फर्क पड़ना है? But in any case, there are 2 things which are very, very crucial for me and crucial for you. It should not happen. The first thing is D. इससे क्या समझ में आता है D से? D company? No. Here D stands for depression. Come what may, it should not touch you. Because your life in the IT is just 4 years. Just 4 years. One exam fail, you are in depression. Girlfriend पे impression खराब हो जाएगा. Is there lots of pressure? Let it be. Let it be. Trust me, I have been through all these things in my life. And I've lost one of my friends because of depression. So I'm motivated for this thing, come what may. The incident shouldn't get repeated anytime in future. People get depressed. Recently, and it is not a story of only the IT. I'm also recently a boy from IIM, I'm forgetting his name. he took his bag and just slipped out of IIM on 17th of this month only, July, and is still untraceable. I pray to the God that he comes back. One of my friend in ISB, very dear friend, very jolly friend. If you can cross check with the newspapers. I'm 2010 ISB, 2011 pass out. He committed suicide in the campus itself. Why? Just because petty things fail हो गए. I fail to understand कि fail होना क्या इतना बड़ा होता है, right? So D, for me, D has two things: depression, and then depression brings the drugs in some campuses also. Please, please stay away from both these things. Both are equally fatal. Equally fatal. And I mean, you're living in a small world, that's why you think दुनिया खत्म हो गई. Trust me, कुछ खत्म नहीं हुआ है. मेरे साथ, can you imagine, make a guess, in 4 years of my life at Roorkee, कितनी बैग्स मेरे आने चाहिए थे? आए होंगे. Make a guess. It's a guess, it's not a, इसमें negative marking नहीं है. Make a guess. 2 bags. Yes. Regima, Renzi, कितने आने चाहिए थे? 5. Yes. 7. You? 5. Backbencher सही बताएंगे. अरे भाई 42 तो टोटल एग्जाम्स होते हैं. हाँ. Backbenchers. वाह. मतलब एक में ऐसे मार्क्स आए कि प्रोफेसर डिसाइड नहीं कर पा रहा कि फाल है कि पास है कि फेल है. समझ ही नहीं आ रहा उसको. कॉपी को ऐसे देख रहा है तो पास है, ऐसे देख रहा है तो फेल है. वंडरफुल, वंडरफुल. So I got in total 14 supplementaries. कुल 14 आई थी, मैं पास हुआ था. एंड सबसे बड़ा मेरा अचीवमेंट ये था, 14 के बाद भी मैं 4 साल में ही पास हुआ था. 4 years only, राइट? कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, ये सब लाइफ के हिस्से हैं. मुझे भी डिप्रेशन हुआ था उस वक्त, एंड उस वक्त कोई बताने वाला नहीं था कि डिप्रेशन होता है, राइट? डिप्रेशन नाम की कोई चीज होती है. देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन गेटिंग डिप्रेशन. Come on, always say to yourself that you are correct IIT. This is more than enough. This is more than enough. 14 supplementary के बाद किसी कंपनी ने मुझे बुलाना नहीं था जॉब के लिए, right? Still I got the job. I tell you why. विप्रो ने हमारे यहाँ के 3 बंदों को सिलेक्ट किया. मुझे तो बुलाना ही नहीं था. तो मैं इंटरव्यू जब उनके खत्म हो गए, सबके क्यूट इंटरव्यू खत्म हो गए, तो मैं घुस गया उनके अंदर, बोर्ड में जाके बैठ गया. वो तो बोलते हैं यस. मैंने कहा सर माय नेम नवनीत सेकरा सो एंड सो. बोले आपका तो नाम लिस्ट में नहीं है. मैंने सर मैं लिस्ट में नहीं हूँ, मैं आउटस्टैंडिंग हूँ सर, इसीलिए मेरा नाम लिस्ट में नहीं है. बोले व्हाट डू यू मीन? मैंने सर मेरा लिस्ट में नाम नहीं है और मैं 14 सप्लीमेंट्री लेके आपके सामने बैठा हूँ. ऐसे ही बोला उसको. तो बोला देन व्हाट? मैंने सर एक बात ध्यान से सुनो, आपने जिन 3 लड़कों को लिया है ना, 2 तो MIT जा रहे हैं, वो तो ज्वाइन करेंगे नहीं, राइट? तीसरा है उसका ऑलरेडी इन्फोसिस में हो चुका है, वो भी ज्वाइन नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, मार्क्स मेरे कम है, ठीक है, लेकिन सर IIT पास किया हूं, आपका जो काम है समझ लूंगा ना सर, क्या दिक्कत है? एंड दे गेव मी द जॉब. यू सी, आई कन्विंस्ड दैट फेलो टू गिव मी द जॉब. आई गॉट द जॉब. It's not the marks. It's not the marks. It's you. People look for first class people, not for the first class degrees. We waste our time in just finding the first class degrees only. They are waste of paper. Trust me. They are waste of paper. कोई फायदा नहीं है उनका. कोई फायदा नहीं है उनका. Right? यहां तक कि मेरा तो कुछ सोचने का तरीका, नजरिया अलग था कि जब मैं फेल हो जाता था तो वो मेरा हैप्पीएस्ट मोमेंट होता था. जैसे एग्जाम में, आई विल टेल यू द स्टोरी, मेरी इतनी सप्लीमेंट्रीज क्यों आई वो मैं भी आपको बताऊंगा क्यों आई. उसका भी एक रीजन होता है, वो गलती कभी मत करना कैंपस के अंदर. लेकिन फेल होने के बाद एक बड़ी अच्छी फीलिंग आती है. फेल हो गए, अब तो हो ही गए ना, इससे ज्यादा तो कुछ बिगड़ नहीं सकता, प्रोफेसर इससे ज्यादा कुछ उखाड़ नहीं सकता. So this is the time to chill up. So I would always chill down. And जब मैं chill out करता था फेल होने के बाद, मेरे सारे फ्रेंड्स कहते थे यार this man is nut. मतलब साला फेल हो गया, वो खुश हो रहा है. Confuse the people and have confidence in yourself. यहां तक आ गए हो, बस ये बहुत मुश्किल काम था. इसके आगे लाइफ में कोई चीज मुश्किल नहीं है, ट्रस्ट मी. मैं सब देख चुका हूं. I've been to, इनफैक्ट पुलिस में आने के बाद मैं बाहर की, जो अभी मनीष भाई से बात हो रही थी, बाहर की यूनिवर्सिटीज में भी पढ़ के आ चुका हूँ, देख चुका हूँ. बिकॉज ऑफ माई MBA आई टुक द एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम देयर. वो सब देखा हुआ है मेरा. सो यू आर बेसिकली अनस्टॉपेबल. आप जो चाहोगे कर लोगे. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट यू हैव क्रैक्ड द IIT. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर गॉड दैट ही हैज बीन काइंड टू यू. Remember this thing again and again. Collect your energies, find out your mistakes, and bang on. Do it again. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is this: failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. In the slide, I taught you in a smarter way which you understand better. This is a very famous quote, and there is yet another very famous quote by Mr. Winston Churchill, whom personally I don't like, but I admire his leadership capabilities. And that is, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It's very important, the courage to continue that counts. And it's very, very important to get failed. It's very, very important. I'm coming to the point why. So far, the success formulas have been what? High academic scores, right? High IQ, IIT, IIMs, IIS, big corporations, MIT, US universities, blah, blah, blah. And fortunately, your professors are so experienced that they have been to US also, they have seen the world. We put together all foundation course, we have seen the world. All these things we have been through. We have been there. So listen to us, share our experiences, listen to our experiences. We can show you the window there. What is there for you, right? So all these things you think is a success formulas, trust me, they are not. They are not. It is a success formula. It is not a success formula. It is a Naukri formula. You get a job, not the satisfaction. You get a job only. That's it. Very soon, after your first job, you would realize, right? Of course, right now you must be craving a good job, good job, so that you get in the newspapers the highest paid guy gets a job. Highest paid guy is from IIT Gandhinagar. Fla fla fla. Trust me, that will not give you happiness. In 1 year, you will get bored. In 1 year. In 1 year, you'll get bored out of that job. However highest paying it could be. However highest paying it could be. Trust me, right? So why it is so? Why it is so? Why success formula doesn't work? Now I tell you. So I divide this class into two parts. This side is the left, this side is right, and somewhere in the exactly middle are the borderline cases, 50% pass, 50% fail, right? So from this side, I'm asking you generally, all the teachers, all the parents, all the friends so far in your life have pressurized you for one thing, A+. A+ नहीं है तो लाइफ में कुछ नहीं है, right? ब्लड के ग्रुप 4 होते हैं, but they will say no, only यही होता है. Teachers are forcing you to understand, parents are forcing you to understand. Blood group भी यही होता है, उनका बस चले तो blood group यही कर दे वो. Now my question to this half is, tell me 5 successful people who got A grades in their academic career. Any 5? Be quick. अरे भाई इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है? Yeah. Here comes the guy, Raghuraj Rajam, one name. मनोहर पारिकर. मनोहर पारिकर का एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड्स मुझे पता नहीं है. नहीं, आईआईटी बॉम्बे के हैं इतना मुझे पता है. किसी के पास गूगल हो जरा उनका रिकॉर्ड देखो फटाफट. मनोहर पारिकर 2. सुंदर पिचाई का भी एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड मुझे पता नहीं. IIT Kharagpur I know, but I'm not sure whether he was A plus or not. Sundar Pichai might. Sundar Pichai is 91 or 93? Huh? Agreed. Now, this side. Tell me name of 5 successful people randomly. Steve Jobs. All I'm trying to say, the difference, you took almost 2-3 minutes to come out with few names. Right? On the this side, dropouts ka naam bata rahe hain ye log. Right? That is the difference. And the difference is great. There was a study in Harvard Business School of 1,500 most successful people. What they did, they made some parameters of success, right? 1,500 successful people. And those parameters, they had many things: family, money, bank balance, happiness, all those things put together. And then they plotted their success with their academic scores. They wanted to see a correlation between their academic scores vis-a-vis their success in the real life. So can someone guess what could be the results like? How many of these 1,500 people must belong to A plus category? How many? Make a guess, it's a guess. I'm sure you must have not gone through these studies. Tell me in the percentage, that's better. What percentage? What percentage? Make a guess. This house. Raise your hand. 20%. 2%. अरे आप लोग तो अभी नाम गिना रहे थे, अभी 2% पे आ गए. Okay, this side. 35%. 20%. The study showed that the A plus people among the most successful list of 1,500 people all around the world was less than 4%. Less than 4%. Less than 4%. तो भाई लोगों A plus के लिए क्यों अपनी आंखें फोड़वा रहे हो? Right? Just try to understand. But who were those 96%? They were B, C, D minus. Now, I tell you why. So basically, what was found, above the 99th percentile of intelligence, there is an inverse correlation between leadership and intelligence. Right? And in fact, it becomes, leadership means successful. I mean, you can exchange these words in the same word, right? The success is indirectly proportional to Boyle's law, Charles' law में convert हो जाता है. Right? This is not what I'm saying. This is the worldwide research. So my suggestion, my advice to all of you young boys and girls is, focus on your study as much as you can. But that is not alone that will make you great. It's a tiny part of personality. Your academics are a tiny part of personality. If you come to me, trust me, or maybe for the professors, we don't need to talk to you. We don't need to see your papers. You just come for an interview before me, 5 steps from the room to your chair, I would assess you. And this is exactly what happens in the interview board. I've been a part of UPSC, I've been a part of UPPSC, where I've been invited as a member. We sit as a member to take the interviews. And most of the time, the first 5 steps of a candidate, we are able to judge what kind of this person would be. And accordingly, we ask the questions, right? Why it is so happen? Because after an age, after an experience, what you are is visible on your face, is visible on your eyes, is visible on your walk, is visible on your communication. The moment you say something, hello, good afternoon, we understand who you are. Trust me. So you have to focus more on that part of your personality development, who you are, not the academics. Trust me, nobody Might be in the college life, the companies may see the cutoff scores, not after that. And you will not remain in the same job forever. In 3 years, you're going to change your job, right? Then why so much hassle about the marks? Do not be hassled with the marks. Trust me, marks are good, but if they're not coming, do not go mad about them. You can improve something else. You can improve your leadership skills. You can improve your communication skills. You can improve writing skills. You can improve your imaginative skills. So many things are there in the world to do. You can develop yourself, right? So do not be madly go after the marks. And as I told you, it's very, very important for the failure. So I show you another picture. This picture, this house, and the owner of this house, something Rajan. Let me see his name. I always forget his name. No, I don't see his name here. He is a IIT Chennai 86 pass out, and then MBA from the booth. An outstanding student, simply A+ guy. In 2007, when there was the Great Depression, all of you know, in 2007, there was economic depression all around the world. He lost a lot of money. He actually, he was the king of Wall Street at one time. A lot of money, a lot of money. But in 2007, everything failed. Everything failed. And he lost a lot of money. And it was his first failure of his life. This guy never got failed. He was an A+ candidate. He was an A+ candidate, but it was a shocker to him. And you know what he did? He killed his entire family. 2 kids, mother, wife, and finally shot him. Can you believe it? You can see this police coming there. It is after his death, suicide. And in the letter he wrote, I can't live in this world, I'm a broke. मैं कंगला हो चुका हूं, बेकार हो चुका हूं. LYPD ने जब रिसर्च किया, उसके अकाउंट खंगाले, तो पता चला उसके अकाउंट में $1 million थे उस वक्त, when this guy was writing that I'm a broke. So it was not the money that killed him. Are you getting my point? It was not the money that got him killed. It was the shock of failure that got him killed, because he has never suffered the failures. The question before him was, how I can fail? And nobody could convince him, gentlemen, you should fail. It's not the question of could, it's a question of should. If we are not failing, trust me, we are not doing worthwhile. It's very, very important thing. Mark this, my line in your head. Failing is very important. If you're not failing, if your life is not giving challenge, because you are not going to the edge, go to the edge. Take the challenge for yourself and try to fail. It is very, 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 very important. It is one of the most important things, if I can share with you, is to fail and rise up again. And rise up again and rise up again. That should be the mantra of life. Nobody can fail you. Question? Nobody can fail you. Why? Because I'm not ready to accept my failure. The moment I fail, I will rise up again. Until I'm rising, I'm not a failure. Am I right? That should be the spirit. That should be the spirit. Failing is not final. Failing is not final. You fail me, I will rise again. You fail me, I will rise again. I always say to the students sometimes, even if I fight with Mike Tyson, what would happen? He would blow me out. So he may defeat me. But am I failed? No, because the moment I come out of the hospital, I will say, I will fight again. If I have that spirit to fight again, I'm not defeated. Till I'm saying I will fight again, I'm not defeated. However, I'm outperformed. So this is called outperform. This guy might outperform me, cannot defeat me, because I have the spirit of not to fail. That grit is there, that will not fail, right? So this guy is no more with us. As he could have been standing here for a foundation course. Trust me, it's a very painful thing. A family, mother, parents lost their son. Kids are no more in this world, who should have the right to live in this world. It's a very, very painful thing. It happens. This is the real life. It's a real life. Real life is very difficult, and it is not logical. Now I tell you another story of a boy from Minute, from IT, Kanpur, from his scholars, his senior, not only failed in the subjects, but failed in, in the class also. So he completed his engineering in 5 years. A major problem with him was he used to stammer. Till now he stammers. So people discourage him that you won't be picked by any company, blah, 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 blah. All those things happened. But this guy has got, that grit. No, 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 I will. So those days, he visited to a doctor. And doctor told him that stammering could be because of your fast mind. Sometimes the people who has got very sharp mind, so they speak faster. Their mind works faster than their lips. And that is why they stammer. He caught this idea. He convinced himself, despite being failed again and again, despite being a failure in the full year, he got and convinced with this idea that I have got a special mind, right? And he worked on, and he ended up as a partner in McKinsey in New York. The guy who used to stammer, McKinsey is basically a consultant company. It's a consultancy. And you would appreciate this fact to how difficult it is to enter the McKinsey and to reach the partner level. It's a dream for most IM guys that if they get into McKinsey. And this guy ended up in McKinsey, spent 14 years in McKinsey. I tried to invite him today here. He is in Mumbai. He couldn't come. Otherwise, he would have been with us today. Today, he has got 5 companies around the world, more than 400 employees, including India. And this is his life. Blah, blah. When I visit him in Mumbai, despite having so much of money, he stays in a 2-room flat which does not have an air conditioner. His flat does not have any furniture. So when I went there, बोलते हैं सर जी यहीं बैठ जाओ, because वो 2 मैट पड़े हुए थे जमीन पे. अगली बार जब आऊँगा सेशन में तो मैं उनके फोटोग्राफी मंगा के रखूँगा. एक पुराना बाबा आदम के ज़माने का टेलीविज़न लगा हुआ है. मैंने कहा सर आप इस टेलीविज़न को क्यों लगा के रखा है, ये तो बहुत पुराना हो गया, इसको तो बेच दो. बोले सर जी मैं अपने फ्लैट में लॉक नहीं लगाता हूँ, कुछ है ही नहीं फ्लैट में, मैं सोच रहा हूँ कोई इसको उठा ले जाए तो मैं नया टीवी खरीद लूँ. See, this is the simplicity. This is called a life curve, life cycle. It comes back here. Today he doesn't need anything. He has got lots of property, but now he's done with the property. Done. He's done. Enough. Enough of luxurious life he has seen. So now his penchant and passion is to educate the young girls. So he has adopted 114 girls from Odisha and the education part of the girls and training them, and then he picks up them for his own company. His company is specialized in the Ruby on Rails and IoT. So Ruby on Rails is a platform which is not very popular in the world, but there are some countries where it is very popular. So he picks up the boys and girls from there and they get work done. This is one story of Mr. Naveen Joshi from IIT Kanpur. This is another story of a boy who lived in a village where there was no electricity, the son of illiterate parents. The first machine, the moving machine he saw in his life was the Luna. One of his teachers came to the school on Luna in those days. So he was curious to know how does this machine works. So he went close to the Luna and just started inspecting the Luna, how the machines are, how the pulleys are, how the chain are. And he forgot, he was so engrossed in the Luna that he forgot the teacher was standing near him with a neem ka santi bada wala. जम के धुनाई हुआ इसका. बच्चा था 7-8 साल का, खूब रोया, बोला कि सर बड़ा होकर लूना लूंगा. That was his dream. So somehow इसके पेरेंट्स को किसी ने कहा कि this boy is sharp, इसको कहीं पढ़ने भेज दो. पास के कहीं पढ़ने भेज दिया. यूपी बोर्ड में छोटे मोटे स्कूल में धक्के खाते हुए, फेल होते हुए, कभी पास होते हुए, 6th standard में he started learning the ABCD. He didn't know A for apple till he was a grown-up child, till he was 11 years old. In 12th UP board, barely passed in English and Hindi, and then he didn't even hear about the IITs and rookies and the MNR engineering examinations, etc. Right? So in those times, uh, he went to take his admission for the BSc. But where he grew up, in a small town of Uttar Pradesh, there was no college providing the science subject. So he went to the nearby cities. He went to Delhi, he went to Agra. In Delhi, he told me one particular memoir, Hansraj College. He asked for a form. Sir, form de do. Form bharna hai. So this Babu, clerk sitting inside the window, he asked, kahan se aaye ho? UP se aaye. Acha. So rather giving him the forms were on sale. He came out of the window and he came out of the room and just talked to this boy. कहाँ से आए? यूपी से आए हो? कितना परसेंटेज है? इतना परसेंटेज है. बोला अच्छा सुनो, ऐसा करो, ये सामने एक बस स्टॉप है, यहाँ से 323 नंबर की मुद्रिका आपको ISBT पहुंचा देगी, वहां से बस पकड़ो वापस. That was the sheer humiliation he suffered there in the hands of this person. Then he was not given admission anywhere. He was free. What to do? So somebody suggested him that there are exams of IIT also. You must prepare for it. So in a very dingy room, very small place, very small place, maybe 16 square feet only. That's the place size, I can tell you precisely. He prepared for the engineering examinations with the books. No coaching those times. Fidji, I mean, ये तो सब बहुत बात की चीज़ है. No coaching. He worked very hard. And you can see from his profile, the pictures, a lanky, thin fellow, but with lots of dreams. But he could do it, and he made it finally, and this guy is nothing but myself. Thank you. So, thank you. Never be bothered about failures. कभी भी कोई humiliate करे ना, उस दिन खुश होना चाहिए कि आज मुझे जीने का एक मकसद और मिल गया. Right? So this is, and I've been to, see, I mean, you can see this is your future. Better than this. All over the world, roam around and blah, blah, blah. And probably this is the guy you were talking for. Same guy. Manish was saying, if I find this guy, I'm going to slap him. I told him I have that picture of that guy with me. This guy ragged us like anything. He was our senior, Rajiv. He ragged both of us like anything. And right now, even this guy failed, came with us. Right now, he's in Austin, doing very well in his life. So failure is nothing. Gentlemen, this is what I'm trying to say. This is myself as police. So what I'm trying to tell you, even in police, I was just telling him, whatever you could do as a police officer, all the rewards, awards, whatever, I've been through all of them. The President Medal, Chief Minister Medal, DGP's recommendation, this. Now what? So it is not the failure. If somebody looks back about the failures, my friends would not believe that I could reach here with that background, with that carelessness. And one more thing, when I wrote civil services, again, I did not go for any coaching. And I'm the senior-most guy in the entire batch. All those guys who were the A+ and blah, blah, padhne wale, 30 mark ka, all of them got selected into the civil service. Later than me, I'm the first guy to crack civil service in my first attempt. They came later, 2-3 years later. So it's about focus and believe in yourself that you are something, you can really do something, you can bang on, kar sakte ho. So basically, why I'm saying this, can I get some water? Whenever I think of those times, you know, it makes me slightly emotional. And if you can have me get me some water. My throat starts choking. Thank you. Here it is. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, okay, tell me, who is, or what we call, the highest army official in US? What is the designation of the highest army military official in the US? Say it quickly. We have very less time. Field Marshal, somebody said. General, yes, somebody. Chief of the Army Staff, somebody. Somebody from the back. Oh, the girls are also sitting in the back bench. Good. First time देख रहे हैं आपको बैठे हुए. Yes, one of you. क्या बोलते हैं उनको? कुछ भी बोलो यार. Chief, blah, blah, blah. Right? So basically, the purpose of asking this question is, the tough guy in the army, US Army, is called general. Right? Now the point is, इतना पढ़ने के बाद, इतना hard work करने के बाद, इतने सारे promotions लेने के बाद, he ends up becoming the general. Think about it. General. जैसे जनरल मर्चेंट की दुकान होती है. कभी सोचा आपने? He is general. He cannot even, fix a gun, or he cannot even fly an aircraft, but he is the general, he is the chief. That is called leadership. It's very, very important for you to understand why general is always a general. It's very, very important. And one thing I missed out somehow, I must ask you, why A+ guy tend to fail in the real life? Why? These guys didn't take the name, otherwise, the list is unparalleled about the people who became successful in life, and most of them never even visited the school. So, my question to you, why A+? Because it would correct you. What I'm saying here, what I'm discussing here, would correct you. There is a problem with A+ people. Can you tell me what are the problem? Why do they fail? Why? Think about it. Be quickly. Reply quickly. Respond quickly. They have never tasted failure, or maybe they are very afraid of taking risk. This is one thing. They are very afraid of taking, they don't take risk because they want to play safe. This is one region. Any other region?
Sir, यहाँ पे सर उन्होंने मैं ऐसे देखो को भी जानता भी हूँ, उन्होंने उनका खुद का दिमाग उतना डेवलप भी नहीं हुआ होता, और पापा ने बोल दिया कि IIT पास कर देना, कर दिया,
वो तो तुमने भी किया,
ये करना तो कर दिया, ऐसे लोगों को जानता भी हूँ, तो उनका दिमाग खुद का डेवलप ही नहीं हुआ है, और खुद से वो लोग,
चलो मैं बताता हूँ,
सीखा भी नहीं कुछ,
मैं बता, आपकी बात समझ में आई, कोई और बताएगा? हाँ प्लीज, ब्लू. Absolutely, bang on. आपका नाम क्या है? अंशुमन. अंशुमन ने बिल्कुल सही बात कही. एक फॉल्स ईगो डेवलप हो जाता है that we are the best. अब होता है क्या है रियल लाइफ में, मैं बात को, चूंकि सेशन छोटा है, हम लोग जल्दी से खत्म करते हैं. टाइम कितना बचा है सर? टाइम बता दो. हाफ एन आवर ना? आई होप आई कैन फिनिश इट इन हाफ एन आवर. करेक्ट, आई शुड. होता क्या है कि where was I? भूल गया. ईगो, राइट. सो उनके अंदर इतना ईगो डेवलप हो जाता है that they don't respect others. For the first, you are good at Excel sheet, you are good at PPT, you are good at coding, etc. So till you are working as an independent guy, as a team member, A+ people would do very well. They would do very well. But soon after, maybe 3-4 years, they would become the team manager, a project manager, right? Where they would have to lead a team of 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever number, right? And now their work is to get the work done from them, others. Problem starts then. Because being a A+, there is an ego that he is not ready to listen to the ideas. And let me tell you, ideas and intellect is not a proprietary item. Some of you might suffer from this, great ego that I'm from IIT. Forget about it. This life would teach you a lesson if you think so. It's a God gift that you are from IIT, great. But it does not mean that you are the best brain or the best idea would always come to you. The best idea would always come to you. It is not truth. Anybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry can come up with a brilliant idea. Anybody can come up with a brilliant idea. Your brilliance would be in the submission. Even if your chai wala comes with an idea, oh wow, wonderful, Rajinder, तेरा idea बड़ा जबरदस्त है. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? उसका idea लो, adopt करना सीखो. This is the great idea. They don't accept the ideas. What happens? They humiliate the others. For example, if I'm A+, he comes to me with a great idea, which was not there in my mind. मैं कहूँगा, and he's from, let's say, from REC. I'm from IIT. इससे पहला क्वेश्चन मेरा होगा, कहाँ से पास आउट हो? REC से? अच्छा. हो गया ना इसका काम? मैंने इसकी सारी की सारी फ्यूचर मैंने इसको खत्म कर दिया. इसकी सारी एनर्जी को मैंने किल कर दिया. Right? Now he would never come up with an idea. What he would do, he would come up with the books. Sir, देखो books में ये लिखा हुआ है. SC वर्मा में ये लिखा हुआ है. Right? He would become bookish. So what he has done, indirectly, he has killed the creativity in the organization. The moment you kill the creativity, organization that's go dead. So there's nothing wrong in getting good marks, getting A+. I'm not against A+ because I never had an A+. Right? But it's more important, it's much, much more important to understand the people. So because the work is logical, but in the real life, it is not the books. You would not be working with the books, you would be working with the people. And the people are, come up. Work is logical, people are, right? People are psychological. Trust me. Trust me. थोड़े दिनों बाद आपको पता चलेगा, जब आप 8-10 साल के बाद कभी मुलाकात होगी किसी मेंटरिंग सेशन में, तब आपको होगा सर आपने सही बात बताई. इतने बड़े बड़े साइको से मिलने वाले हो तुम, हालत खराब होने वाली है तुम्हारी. Trust me. This is the real world. This is the real world. Right? Now, so how to become successful in this world? In this real world, how to become successful? To learn something. To learn something. So over the years, I've been talking about these things and came to one conclusion that one thing that we must learn is learn from the life sciences, learn from the real life. Two examples from my mother, from myself. Two examples only. One, when I was in my village, I would always complain to my mother, मम्मी पापा को तो सब लोग नमस्ते करते हैं, मुझे कोई नहीं करता. उनके साथ जब जा रहे हैं, स्कूल में जा रहे हैं अपने पढ़ने के लिए, तो कोई भी होगा तो मेरे फादर को चौधरी साहब नमस्कार नमस्कार करते थे सब लोग, मुझे कोई नहीं करता था. वैसे टाइनी किड. तो मेरी माँ ने मेरे को एक बात कही कि मैं तुम्हें एक बात बताती हूँ. माई मदर हैज़ नेवर सीन ए स्कूल, शी हैज़ नेवर बीन टू एनी स्कूल, बट ट्रस्ट मी, आई अडोर हर एज माई बेस्ट टीचर, द टीचर ऑफ लाइफ साइंसेस. बाकी तो मैथ सबने पढ़ा दिया, रियल जिंदगी तो उन्होंने सिखाई. उन्होंने कहा कि एक जादू होगा, अगर तुम मेरी बात मानो तो कल से एक जादू होगा. तो बचपन में मैंने उनकी बात पे यकीन भी कर लिया. मैंने कहा हाँ जी आप बताओ. तो उन्होंने कहा कि कल जब तुम स्कूल जाओ पढ़ने, तो तुम्हें रास्ते में जो भी मिले उसे अपनी ओर से नमस्ते करना, तुम पहले करना. वो बड़ी छोटी सी बात उन्होंने कही थी. मैंने अपनी ओर से नमस्ते किया सबको, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, उसके बाद सब लोग मेरे को जो है नमस्ते करना शुरू कर दिया. अरे छोटे चौधरी साहब आ रहे हैं, प्यार मिलना शुरू हो गया. आई लर्न दिस थिंग फ्रॉम द बेसिक्स कि अगर इज्जत कमानी है, अगर रेस्पेक्ट कमाना है, तो रेस्पेक्ट देना पड़ेगा. बिना दिए आपको रेस्पेक्ट कभी नहीं मिलेगा. द बेसिक थिंग. अभी आप छोटे हो, बड़े हो गए, आप बड़ी बड़ी जगह जाओगे, सब लोग सर्व करने आपको आएंगे. Take this lesson from me. Whomsoever offers you a cup of tea, always say thanks to him. Where is the problem? छोटा सा थैंक्स बोल देंगे ना आप उसको कोई थैंक्स नहीं बोलता. आप बोल दोगे ना थैंक यू, उसके चेहरे पे एक स्माइल आएगी. एंड वो जो पॉजिटिविटी छोड़ के जाएगा वो आपकी पर्सनैलिटी का हिस्सा बनेगी. धीमे धीमे पॉजिटिविटी एक्यूमुलेट होती है. एंड सेकेंड थिंग दैट माई मदर टोल्ड मी, यू नो, इज अ गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल ऑफ माई लाइफ. तो बचपन में मैं बहुत शैतान था, काफ़ी तोड़फोड़ करता था इधर उधर, बड़ी शिकायतें मेरी आती थी. तो मैं डिफेंड करता था अपनी मदर से, मम्मी मेरी गलती नहीं है, मैं तो सीधा जा रहा था, वो मेरे सामने आ गया, वो मेरे रास्ते में आ गया, मेरी गलती नहीं है, सारी गलती उसकी है. दिस इज द यूजुअल, यू नो, आर्ग्यूमेंट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस. अपनी मदर के सामने हम सबका यही आर्ग्यूमेंट हो. तो मेरी मदर ने मेरे को कहा कि अच्छा सुनो, तुम रास्ता बदल नहीं सकते. मैंने कहा मम्मी मैं रास्ता बदल भी लूं तो भी तो वो सामने आ जाता है. सी आई वाज सो लड़ंक. तो उन्होंने मेरे को समझाया कि अच्छा एक काम करो कि कभी भी वो सामने आए तो तुम रास्ता बदल लिया करो, थोड़ा साइड से निकल जाओ, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, तुमको तो आगे जाना है तो निकल जाओ. उन्होंने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया कि नदी की तरह बनो, बहती हुई नदी की तरह बनो. मेरी मदर ने हिंदी में समझाया, मैं इसीलिए आपको हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू आई विल अंडरस्टैंड. And if somebody is not following, please, the fellow guy who is sitting next to the person who is not comfortable in Hindi, explain it to them, because I love to speak in my mother's tongue, जो मेरी माँ ने मुझे सिखाया. उन्होंने कहा कि नदी की तरह बनो. नदी के सामने कभी चट्टान आ जाती है, पहाड़ आ जाता है, तो नदी क्या करती है? नदी झगड़ा नहीं करती, नदी रास्ता बदल लेती है. Just take another route. और फिर से कोई चट्टान आ जाती है, फिर से पहाड़ आ जाता है, तो वो फिर से रास्ता बदल लेती है. फिर मैंने पूछा अगर फिर से कोई पहाड़ रख दे सामने तो नदी, तो मेरी माँ ने कहा नदी फिर से रास्ता बदल लेगी. अब मैं तो जिद्दी बालक, मैंने कहा अगर चारों तरफ से रोक दे तो, बचपन में तो मेरी माँ ने थोड़ा सोचा और सोच के कहा उस दशा में नदी अपना कद बढ़ाएगी और ऊपर से रौंद के जाएगी. दैट इज माई लाइफ लाइन. मैं नहीं झगड़ा करूंगा आपसे, मैं कंट्रोवर्सी में नहीं पड़ूंगा, बिकॉज आई हैव टू मूव ऑन. आई विल कीप मूविंग. I will keep moving all the way. If you come on my way, I will take a side route. If you come in my way, I will take another route, I will take another route, till there is one possible route, I will take that route. But if you shut down all the routes, even then I won't attack you, I won't destruct you. Rather, I would rise myself above you and go with proud. That has been, you know, the biggest lesson of life that my taught. No teacher could explain this concept to me, and this is something I could translate in the real life. In my entire family, in my entire village, the highest position in the government services is the police ka sipahi. My two own cousins, mere sage tau ji ke jo bache hain, they are the two constables in the police itself. I hail from that a very poor, very modest family, but today I'm here before you because of these things, because of that one lesson that my mother taught me. Rise your every humiliation. I never forget the humiliation. I forgive them, of course, but I never forget. हंसराज का वो क्लर्क मुझे आज भी विजुअल्स में मेरे है, आज भी मेरे विजुअल्स में है. वो डिप्टी एसपी who humiliated my father and myself and my cousins in front of us. The same deputy SP who humiliated me, I took that humiliation to my heart. I never thought of writing the civil services, trust me. After 14 supplementaries, who would think of writing civil services? I never thought that I can do that. But that humiliation, my father's humiliation in front of me, I couldn't take that. That day I realized, I told my father, don't worry, I will get something new land for you. Forget about this. And that day I saw tears rolling down of my father's cheek. First time in my life I saw. Because that day I realized, old men, they don't have dreams. Like you, like me, we have dreams, we have time. The old people who are retired, they have memories. And that deputy SP, in one blow, ruined all the memories of his life. And the only way to survive, only way my father could survive longer was that I must bring back the respect and the honor that he has lost that day. And that forced me to write civil services. I wrote civil services with ultimate passion, with like saying there's no tomorrow, everything has to be done today. That was the passion, killing passion. and I put my all the efforts, energy, and God is so kind, the Mother Goddess is so kind that I made it not only to the civil services, not only to the IPS, which way I wanted to come, because I wanted to teach him. हाँ, एक बात उसने कही थी कि मेरे फादर को जब उसने बहुत ह्यूमिलेट किया, तो मेरे फादर ने कहा, मेरे फादर जब इज ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन, उन्होंने कहा साहब आप मेरी मदद नहीं कर सकते हो तो बेइज्जती मत करो। और मेरा लड़का भी रुड़की से क्लास 1 इंजीनियर है। आई रिमेंबर दोज वर्ड्स। मेरे फादर ने कहा कि मेरा लड़का भी रुड़की से क्लास 1 इंजीनियर है। आई वाज देयर। उसके बाद उस डिप्टी एसपी ने कहा कि अरे ऐसे इंजीनियर्स मारे मारे फिरते हैं, तुम हमको धौंस दे रहे हो। इतनी डर्टी लैंग्वेज यूज की जो मैं यहाँ यूज भी नहीं कर सकता। दैट वाज द ह्यूमिलिएशन, एंड दैट ह्यूमिलिएशन मेरे साथ ना हुआ होता तो शायद मेरे अंदर इतनी एनर्जी कोई पैदा ही नहीं होती। एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट वाज, which is which is so me, the best part was कि मैं IPS में आया, वो डिप्टी एसपी था। 7-8 साल के बाद आई वाज SSP, एंड माय फर्स्ट पोस्टिंग, मैं जाके बैठ रहा हूँ, मेरे सामने लिस्ट आई, मुझे पता भी नहीं था उस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में कौन कौन पहले से तैनात है। एंड द सेम गाय was waiting outside to call on me to come and do the official welcome to me. The same guy was standing outside. This is life cycle. That's why I say I'm so I thank to God. See, now I go to the temple, trust me, I cannot ask for any damn thing from the God. I don't ask. क्योंकि मुझे लगता है अब मैंने और कुछ मांगा तो गॉड जो है ना थप्पड़ मारेगा मेरे को, और कितना देगा आपको? He has given me the ultimate thing that I could have wished for. अब मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए इसके बाद. That's what I am. Anyway, so we finished it quickly. So basically, this is good. It's all about leadership, and it's everywhere. Not only in the humans, it's everywhere, right? And if you go and on the internet, I mean, you will see so many things, so many diagrams, And if you go to the IMs, they will teach you something like this, which is very, very confusing. I don't understand this leadership model. If you go to the Google, it will come out 113 results with the Google's leadership model. It's very confusing, right? So I have converts the leadership model into a very simple formula. Would you like to understand that formula? The success formula? Right. I know you guys are the maths guys, physics guys, you always understand the formulas. So I thought to convert the leadership model into a formula. Fine. So when we talk of courage, courage means something, go and kill somebody. No, gentlemen, that's not the courage only. That is also courage, but there is an part of courage, antidote of courage also. What is? Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. And courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. It's very, very important. When you are raised and you hold, it's also courage. It needs lots of courage not to react, to hold yourself back, right? So, and this is, we have already spoken. So this is basically success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Mr. Churchill. This is called grit. मैंने एक ही बात को आपको बार-बार घुमा-घुमा के कहा है, because यही सच है. I'm not come here for any yarn. I'm come here for the real talk, the real thing. The grit, it has to be there. Come what may, you might fail me. Failing is not failing. Failing is outperforming. You may outperform me here in this examination, no problem. I will come again. Write the exam again. I'll pass. Not an issue. So grit is very, very important thing. Perseverance. We call, there's another word for the grit, it's called perseverance. And the courage. Courage is something which cannot be taught. Grit is something which cannot be taught in any school in the world. So you have to practice grit. You have to test yourself every day. Whether I have this courage? No, try it. Whether I would rise again or not? Always you would have two choices. Whether I should say it to the professor or not? Right? Whether this has happened, should I bring it to the notice or not? Every time you would be in dilemma. and test yourself whether you have enough courage or not. So courage is something that you can build slowly, one step at a time. Grit, one step at a time. So this is called courage. And the third most important thing is communication. So if I ask you, in a good communication, what weightage would you like to give to the content part of it? I mean, communication has got many parts, body language and blah, blah, and content part of it also. So what weightage would you like to give to the content part of courage? This side. Yes, this side, the first group. What's your name? Deepika, yes. What weightage would you like to give to the content part of a good communication? On a scale of 100, percentage पूछ रहा हूँ. 70%, fine. You in the red. 50% content, 70%, 50%, right. And you have already spoken. This, or saffron orange. 80% content. This side? Huh? 30%. It's wavering. This side? 30%. 60%. So the highest was 70 and the lowest was 30. So this is 70 and 30, right? You? 30. So the parameter is 30, 70. And let me ask you, the backbenchers. Yes, they are my darlings.
I think, sir, it's
90%. So now the bracket is 90 to 30, right? Yes, you. 40, in somewhere between, right? 20. So the bracket is 90 to 20. Yes. 90 to 10%, right? This side. 50%, somewhere in the middle. Adha, adha. Great. Yes. 50%. Fine. Last. 90%. Fine. अभी मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं. याद करो कि कोई पिछले साल या उससे पिछले साल आप लोगों का कोई मीटिंग हुआ हो, कोई बैठ के फ्रेंड्स के साथ या अपने रिलेटिव्स के साथ, पेरेंट्स के साथ, बहुत ही मजेदार इनग्रॉस आपका टॉक हुआ हो, 1 घंटे का, आधे घंटे का. याद करो. सबने याद किया? बड़ा मजा आया हो जिसमें आपको. नाउ टेल मी, कंटेंट याद है उसके क्या थे? बोलो. कंटेंट याद है? कंटेंट याद नहीं होगा उसका. So basically what I'm trying to say, there has been many research. You can go back to your hostel rooms and do a research on the internet about the communication part. And then you realize, I mean, it's not a fast rule that it is only that, but there have been many different researches that has been conducted in the different part of the world. And most of the research says the content part in a communication is only 7%. It is empirical data, it's not a scientific data, right? So it might vary, 7 to 10%, 20%, but mostly it would be less than 10%, as you rightly said, right? So the content part is actually very low. Whereas what we think, if we have to deliver a speech, we have to make a perfect content for it, which is not true. The data is 7% content, 38% is your voice modulation. And rest 55% is your body language, right? That is the data. So I have just added one thing into the data. In the 55%, I think 35% is only in the eyes. 35% is only in the eyes. Because एक वो पुराना गाना है ना, आंखों ही आंखों में इशारा हो गया, जो काम बोल नहीं सकते वो आंखों से हो जाते हैं. Remember? So today, जब मेरे से कोई पूछता है कि how do you define a friendship, तो मैं उसको define करता हूँ 1 look and 4 GB data transfer. That is the true friendship, right? So eyes play a very important role, and communication is very, very important. Because until unless you communicate to me, I don't understand. Voice is very, very important. Voice modulation is very important. Body language is very important. If I have to come to say sorry, I can say, sorry dude, this is one way. Sorry. See, that is the difference of communication. It's very, very important how do you communicate to your friends. So now, I would show you a very small film, 2 minutes film on communication. So can we switch off these lights? This stage lights. Oh yes, a little bit about this film. Have you seen Pearl Harbor? Most of you wouldn't have. Some of you must have. So basically this is a story, this is a clip from the Pearl Harbor. Whereas The Japanese have attacked the Pearl Harbor, and the Pearl Harbor has been destroyed completely. अगर बंद होया तो ठीक है, नहीं होता तो भी काम चलेगा. No, 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 no. Not of the auditorium. This is stage light. Oh, it's here. No. बोर्ड यहाँ से. बस ठीक है. Fine, perfectly fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this guy, now the American president is taking a meeting of admiral, of the Navy chief, admiral, the army, the air force, and all his secretariat. What should we do now? It's the ultimate crisis. They have killed 4,000 soldiers. They have destroyed us completely. They have attacked us completely. And this gentleman, the F.D. Roosevelt, most of you will not be aware that he suffered from the polio. So he couldn't walk. He was always stuck to his chair, his wheelchair. So this is the scene. See it carefully how the communication is done.
Is it true men are still trapped alive inside the Arizona?
We can hear tapping from inside the hull. We're doing everything we can to get to them, but they're 40 feet below water.
We've been trained to think that we're invincible. And now our proudest ships has been destroyed by an enemy we considered inferior. We're on the ropes, gentlemen. That's exactly why we have to strike back now.
We're preparing an attack against the Marshall and Gilbert Islands, sir, to keep
I'm talking about hitting the heart of Japan the way they have hit us.
Mr. President, Pearl Harbor caught us unawares because we didn't face facts. This isn't a time for ignoring them again. The Army Air Corps has long-range bombers, but no place to launch them. Midway is too far, and Russia won't allow us to launch a raid from there.
Admiral?
Navy's planes are small. They carry light loads and have a short range. We'd have to get them within a few hundred miles of Japan and therefore risk our carriers. And if we lose our carriers, we'll have no shield against invasion.
Does anyone in this room think that victory is possible without facing danger? We are at war. Of course there's a risk.
But consider the risk, Mr. President. If the Japanese invade us right now, they would penetrate as far as Chicago before we could stop them.
Gentlemen, most of you did not know me when I had the use of my legs. I was strong and proud and arrogant. Now I wonder every hour of my life why God put me into this chair. But when I see defeat in the eyes of my countrymen, in your eyes right now, I start to think that maybe he brought me down for times like these when we all need to be reminded who we truly are, that we will not give up or give in.
Mr. President, with all respect, sir, what you're asking can't be done.
Mr. President. Get back, George. Get back. Do not tell me it can't be done. Japan continue.
So this is called communication, where just one gesture communicated everything, right? So I hope you remember this still, this particular famous formula. There's no there's such a silence that if I'm asking something tricky, there's no trick. Life is very simple. So what is E? M? Albert Einstein 1905, right? And so is the success formula. S is success, G is grit and courage. So the success formula is it's a combination of your grit, your courage, and your communication. And this formula was created by Navneet Sakera. So now, final thing about one important, just last thing, then I will conclude this class. Intellect is not a proprietary item. Respect others. Always respect others, each and every one. So this is a true story of one of the SSP. So do you understand Muharram? Do you understand Muharram? In Muharram, people take huge tajia. Do you understand tajiyas? And they take the tajiyas from the fixed roots only. Fixed roots only. So in one of the cases, it's a story 30 years back. In one of the cases, what happened, the Muslims, they have to take the tajia from the Hindu village. So generally, as a policeman, what we do a recce. Before, if Muharram is coming, so in month of it, at least a month in advance, we send our troops to just do a recce so that the route is clear. If somebody has not created any, somebody might have constructed something, or plantation could have been taken places. So whatever SHO saw there, in the entire route of the village, they made a banana plantation. With the banana plantation, it was not possible to take through the procession. Now, Hindus were adamant, no, you can't touch our banana plantation. और उन्होंने पूजा भी शुरू कर दिया उधर अगरबत्ती लगा के, बोला जय जय, बोला भगवान केला देवता, टच नहीं कर सकते आप. And the other side, the Muslims were adamant, nothing doing. We will go only through this route, come what may. Now, these are real life situations. And as a senior officer, you have to handle these things. It is not 2 + 2 = 4. It is not a formula that you can solve. It's a real life situation. And if you cannot solve it in time, you could see 20, 30, 50 dead next day. This is the real life situation. So the SSP was under tremendous stress. He made all the efforts to resolve this problem, and he couldn't. Because both the parties were adamant. They were saying this is our traditional route. Muslims were saying this is our traditional route. So we will take the procession through this route only. Hindus were saying they are not. Kela Devta, puja ho raha hai. So it was a fix. There was no solution for it. So the SSP was tensed. So this guy who used to come, generally SSP gets followers to assist them in the uniform, etc., etc. So this guy would say, sir, आप परेशान लग रहे हो, आपको हो तो थोड़ा मसाज कर दूं. तो SSP ने कहा नहीं नहीं, ऐसा कर, चाय बना दे मेरे लिए. तो वो चाय ले आया, तो थोड़ी सी मसाज भी करने लगा. तो बोलता है सर 2-3 दिन से देख रहा हूँ आप बड़े चुप हैं, आप हंस नहीं रहे हो, बोल नहीं रहे हो. सर कुछ मन में बात हो तो शेयर कर लो, मन हल्का हो जाएगा. SSP used to live alone. उनकी वाइफ दिल्ली में रहती थी. He was alone. तो SSP बोला कि नहीं नहीं, वो बड़ी कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम है, अब उसका देखो कोई हल क्या निकलता है, टेंशन वाली बात हो गई है. Now this चाय वाला follower, 4th class employee, he says कि सर कह लो सर, मन हल्का हो जाएगा, थोड़ा सा हल्का हो जाएगा. तो उसने कहा कि उसने ये प्रॉब्लम बताई. तो SSP told the problem. Now this चाय वाला says, अरे सर इसमें परेशान होने वाली क्या बात है. Now think of it. अगर आप SSP हो, IIT के पास आउट हो और प्रॉब्लम में पड़े हुए हो, चाय वाला कहता है इसमें परेशान होने वाली क्या बात है. Right? This is where I told you, you must respect the ideas of each and everyone. This poor fellow comes with a brilliant idea. इसमें क्या है, हो जाएगा. बोला सर 500 रुपए दो, मैं भी करवाता हूँ. SSP ने कहा तू मुझसे 5,000 ले ले. भाई, this is such a huge problem. Communal distress is there. You take money. So he took 500 rupees and वो गया वहाँ पे. और जो एक हाथी उस जमाने में जाया करते थे गांव-गांव, हाथी वाले को बोला सारे हाथियों को लेके चल मेरे साथ गांव में. पूरे 40 हाथी इसको वो पूरा बड़ा कॉन्वॉय लेके हाथी गांव में चला गया. हाथी को बच्चे को भी साथ ले गया. नाउ सी, बनाना ट्री और हाथी हो और हाथी का बच्चा हो, फिर क्या होगा बनाना ट्री का? समझदार लगा सकते हैं, राइट? मैदान साफ। गांव वाले समझ रहे थे कि भाई गणेश जी आए, पूजा कर लो, उन्होंने तो सारा मैदान ही साफ कर दिया और अगले दिन प्रोसेशन वहां से निकल गया ठीक ठाक। बट हिंदूज को पता चल गया कि ये तो ट्रिक थी, ये हाथी अपने आप नहीं आए थे, ये एसएसपी में भिजवाए थे, वो पहुंच गए उनके पास झगड़ा करने के लिए। सो नाउ द एसएसपी, नाउ दिस इज हाउ वी हैंडल द सिचुएशंस। अब एसएसपी को पता था कि ये बहुत उसमें है, गुस्से में है, तो उनको बिठा के रखा, एकदम से मिलने नहीं गया। पहले उनको चाय पिलाया, ठंडा पिलाया, नमकीन खिलाई, अब कुछ तो कुछ खा ही लेते हैं लोग। तो जब आधे घंटे अच्छे से खा पी लिया उन्होंने, तब एसएसपी वहां पर गया और जाके माफी मांगी, भाई सॉरी, थोड़ा सा कहीं बड़ी जगह बात हो रही थी तो मैं इसीलिए नहीं आ पाया, लेकिन आप बताइए मैं आपकी क्या मदद कर सकता हूँ। तो गुस्से में बोले कि जो है आप तो हिंदू है ही नहीं, आपने तो हिंदुओं के नाम पे नाक कटा दी, आप हिंदू होके भी आपने जो है ये करा दिया वो करा दिया, इस तरीके की बातें उन्होंने कही। तो उन्होंने कहा कि आपने वो हाथी भेजे और हाथियों ने जो है केले हमारे सब पेड़ तोड़ दिए उन्होंने, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला। तो एसएसपी ने सबकी बात सुनी। इसको बोलते हैं स्टीम आउट करना। आपके अंदर स्टीम जितनी भरी हुई है, अगर मैं आपकी बात सुन लूं तो आपकी स्टीम बाहर निकल जाएगी। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड, हम लोग जब आप आओगे आने वाले समय में ये सब फेस करोगे रियल लाइफ में। तो जब उनकी स्टीम आउट हो गई तो एसएसपी ने कामली कहा, देखो भाई, एक तरफ है हाथी देवता, एक तरफ है केला देवता, ये देवताओं की लड़ाई है, इसमें पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर सकती, इसमें पुलिस वाला कुछ नहीं कर सकता था। भाई हाथी देवता ने केला देवता को उजाड़ दिया तो इसमें पुलिस वाले की कोई हैसियत नहीं कुछ करने की। एंड इस बात पे एवरीबॉडी लाफ्ड, सब हंस पड़े और वो जो एक गुस्से वाला माहौल था वो खत्म हो गया, गुस्से का जो माहौल था खत्म हो गया, लोग हंसी खुशी वहां से चले गए। सो यू हैव टू हैंडल दिस सिचुएशन इन अ वेरी स्मार्ट एंड टिकलिश मैनर। सो दिस इज माय टॉक एंड दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड। कीप लर्निंग इन योर लाइफ एंड बी स्वीट, जनरली बी स्वीट, ठीक है। एंड दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, नेवर रिएक्ट इंस्टेंटली, रिस्पॉन्ड। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूं रिस्पॉन्ड मत करो, रिस्पॉन्ड करो, सोच समझ के करो, रिएक्ट मत करो, right? And the fourth is talk and listen as much as you can, which is where the last example was. You listen to the people, you respect them. Just because you are from a great college, it doesn't qualify you to the best brain, right? So listen to the people, give respect to the people, and take lots of respect from the people. And God bless you, all of you. You are really damn lucky, and I wish a great good luck for you in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.